Over the years, I've come into possession of some rather interesting pedals. The EHX Analogizer is also a very interesting pedal. I debated whether or not to do the demo jams for this video since this pedal is advertised as a treatment more than an effect, but I think between showing it paired alongside some very digital pedals and showing it all by itself, that'll really give the full picture, so we're going to do all that. Now, in that first number there for the underlying chords, I used a Strat into the Stereo Electric Mistress with an accent on the chorus effect. As you probably know, there are two XO size versions of the Electric Mistress, and people love to clown on this one because it's digital. You see, it's got this big DSP sitting right here. I've even heard people say, man, I love the way that pedal sounds. It's too bad it's digital. Come on, man. Come on. Anyway, let's hear that part with and without the analogizer after it. Then those arpeggio kind of notes were run through the Boss RV3 digital delay and reverb. I actually really like the way this pedal sounds by itself. It's got a 90s kind of vibe to it, and I'm a 90s kind of guy, but some people don't like that. Let's see if this pedal can take some of the edge off of that. Yeah, it definitely altered the tone there a little bit. You could hear that. It makes it warmer, darker, also introduces a little bit of clipping as well. So what is the analogizer? 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 Whatever. It's a pedal built to take a signal and kind of darken it up a little bit. Make it sound a little more rough around the edges, a little less sterile. At some point, I really want to do a deep dive video into what is digital and what does that even mean, because that and analog are terms that are used very loosely, and we might benefit from pinning those down a little bit. I suppose the target market for this pedal is someone who has a bunch of digital effects and they just want them to sound a little more natural. But we can really get creative with this. We can use it however we want. It starts off with a simple preamp, and we can use this as a boost or a preamp or even an overdrive. Then this pedal gets real interesting. This pedal has a bucket brigade delay circuit real short, like just over 50 milliseconds, and that gives us that warm, dark, rolled off treble sound associated with a Bucket Brigade delay or chorus. But I guess there's nothing stopping us from using it as a slapback delay, right? So this guy right here, the SA571 compressor and expander, or to save time, sometimes called a compander, that squishes the signal down to best fit into the BL3207 Bucket Brigade delay line, which is driven by this oscillator over here. And then the signal passes through all 2,000 something stages of that delay line. It gets re-expanded by the SA571, and that whole journey is what gives us that kind of lo-fi sound we typically associate with Bucket Brigade, like the Carbon Copy or the Boss DM2. The spread knob determines the length of the delay, and the blend knob mixes the dry signal with the delayed signal. So if we crank up the blend knob all the way up, we get a sound that's not echoed or doubled, but just delayed. Check this out. The top line here is the dry signal, and the bottom line is what's coming out of the pedal. And because the spread knob is altering the speed of the oscillator driving the delay line, check this out. We can actually hear the pitch shifting as we mess with this knob. If we dial in a reasonable amount of delay, a little bit of gain, and then balance the blend knob to taste, this pedal gives us a pretty tasty effect all by itself. Of course, the Analogizer can't wash away all sins. No amount of bucket brigading can fix digital clipping, for example. But if you've got something that just isn't quite sitting right in the mix, a little saturation can go a long way. Same principle behind the Chase Tone Secret preamp. This is the preamp circuit from the Echoplex EP3 in a pedal, and I just love what this does at the end of a pedal board before the amp. I've got one more something something for you, but stick around afterwards because I've got some big news I want to share. Oh, that's just pretty. For that, I used an Ibanez digital stereo chorus into a Digitech Hardwire Supernatural on Supernova setting. And here's what the Analogizer did for us. then for the second guitar, I threw a DoD DFX9 digital delay into the mix. This was actually my second guitar pedal ever. Still kicking. This fella has been out since 2011. It's quite a while. But based on the discussions I saw on some internet forums, a lot of people have been really confused about what it actually does, myself included, which is why I went out and picked one up so we could get to the bottom of it. Kinda glad we did. If you like what you hear, you're looking at around $80 used. Not a bad deal for a unique effect like this. One more thing I'm really excited about. The online music store zZounds reached out to me and said, hey, we really like your channel. We want to see it keep growing. Please let us know what we can do to help. Now, I know what you're thinking, and you can put away the pitchforks because nothing about my videos is going to change. I don't want to run ads, and zZounds isn't interested in that either. They're just going to help me out with getting my hands on some of the gear that you've been asking about. That said, if you're shopping for something special, I've got affiliate links in my channel, and if you use them, that helps me out. And that's it, really. I mean, look, I do this all for fun, but I also treat it with integrity. And believe me, I've been contacted by a number of companies. These guys at zZounds, they get it, and I'm really happy to be partnering with them. All right, I'm going to finish this year strong, and believe it or not, 2023 is going to be even better. So keep playing, keep experimenting. I'll catch you on the next one.